What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the In the Portal podcast. I'm Xavier, and I'm here with Liam. So, what's up, Liam? How's it going?
What's going on? Nothing much. Going pretty well. How about you?
It's going well. I think this is episode 5 now, uh, I believe. So we're going to be doing a bunch of women's basketball today for Penn State. They got a couple things going on lately. At the beginning of the month of June, they signed their sixth transfer player. Recently also announced the coach as the third assistant coach signing. And then just lately, the Big Ten home and away schedule was released. So they'll be playing like Illinois, Michigan, Michigan State, Nebraska, Purdue, Maryland. They'll be home and away. Minnesota here, Northwestern, and then Ohio State, Wisconsin, Rutgers, Indiana, and Iowa is that whole Big Ten schedule for them this next year. And yeah, they've had a couple other things going on. Like I said, Ashley Owusu at the beginning of the month is a new transfer they got, and then there's been a couple other things going on. So Liam, do you want to talk about that and whatever else is going on lately?
Yeah. So Penn State women's basketball coming off a 14-17 record in 2022, but they have been improving each year under Coach Caroline Keeger. So there is a lot of optimism for that for the program, especially with some of the transfers they got coming in, like you just mentioned, Ashley Owusu, who is going to be, easily just come in and be one of the top players for this team. She was an all Big Ten standout with Maryland. So she has a ton of Big Ten conference experience, which is huge. She won the Ann Myers Drysdale Award, which is for the nation's top shooting guard. And she was the third team All-American in 2021, averaged 14 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and the Big Ten tournament MVP in 2020 and 2021. So that'll be a huge boost, a lot of experience and good offense for this team. They also added Tay Valladay from Virginia, who was a guard who averaged 9 points. She led the team in assists and steals, so that'll be a big boost on both the offensive and defensive end. Grace Hall is another one who's coming in who didn't see a lot of time with LSU, and she redshirted at Wabash this past year, but she was a top 100 4-star recruit coming out of high school, so that'll be another big boost. And then Jayla Oden, who's from Illinois, is a veteran guard who's going to come in, again, Big Ten experience, and help direct the offense and give some depth. And then Kylie Lavelle, the forward from Drexel, who averaged 11 points, 3 rebounds, and was the CAA all-rookie team. So a lot of people coming in. If you want to go off of that, talk a little more about that and where this team's headed.
Yeah, like you said, all those transfers. I know they have the guard from Drexel, the what's her name, Lavelle, along with Mariah Murray, the transfer guard from Drexel, the two coming in both from the same school. An interesting thing that like occurs and stuff. Like you said, a lot of guards that they have coming in. Definitely, there's a with Anna Camden and other people like that were productive and a lot of stats being left out there. There's definitely a lot of room for people to step up, and with all the guards, there's going to be a lot of ball handling and a lot of shooting ability out there with Coach Keeger's team and everything going on with the continuity of basketball and stuff. Definitely, the team will have to learn how to play together and stuff. But like you said, there's a lot of different things going on, a lot of new players coming in now. Like we talked about Anna Camden. I know she just got injured at Richmond today, but she was a big part of the NIL things at Penn State last year. And obviously there was a lot of different NIL things that took place for Penn State women's basketball. Did you want to talk about any of the NIL things that go in there?
Yeah, I mean, like you mentioned, Anna Camden was huge, obviously, with her efforts at Penn State with the NIL. Before, while she was here, she had a big platform throughout the school, outside of the basketball court too, on TikTok and Instagram. She has a huge following, which was really, really good for her and for Penn State too. Got a lot of notice with that. And she, hired Sean Clifford's NIL agency Limitless and has been, with that for a while too. So that has been a big thing. It'll be interesting to see where they go from here with her leaving. And I was, going to throw it right back to you and ask, we talked about it last week with Happy Valley United, where you see that going. And, do you think that'll be pretty big for this women's program too going forward?
Definitely. We talked, like you said last week, they cover all 31 sports now, and women's basketball is definitely going to be getting a lot of a boost in terms of the attention that they see with Happy Valley United and the things that they can do outside of the court. Like you mentioned, the TikTok and the takeover on social media now obviously can get anyone out there, and the new transfers can already start getting out there and connecting with their community and stuff. One of the things that I know I mentioned earlier that I did want to talk about with like the transfers and the constant movement in the basketball, specifically and in the portal. Uh, Obviously, there's like a lot of different players that are going to join new teams and stuff. But like I mentioned earlier, there's a third assistant coach for Penn State women's basketball, Tiffany Swafford from Miami, Ohio. She's taken over as the team's third assistant coach, so they'll have a bunch of people and a new face there. And like I said, with the transfer portal and stuff, there's obviously going to be a lot of coaches that move around too, and new coaching staffs that come in and then force other players and other coaches to go to other places where where they could be a better fit. And so Coach Swafford coming in could be a big face for the team and be a change up that could lead to new faces and stuff with the Nittany Lions lately.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it too with the men's basketball, how, like you were just talking about with the coaches, obviously Micah Shrewsbury before while he was here was huge for men's basketball. And hopefully, it looks like the way things are going with the university that things will start to really pick up with this new era of NIL. And I think a lot of good things will be coming this way, and it'll open up a lot for a, Penn State women's basketball program who is seeing, they're going through the progress every year and they're starting to get better and better. So it should be really soon. It's starting this year with a lot of big pickups in the transfer portal. And I think NIL will only help this team and this program continue to climb up that, Big Ten leaderboard throughout the years. They made it to the second round of the conference tournament this year, have definitely been, getting better, and they're starting to improve. So hopefully things turn around for this program. It looks that way. It did it for the men. So, and they added, they worked through the portal as well. So I think the women's will definitely use that same format.
Yeah, like definitely. Like you said, Coach Keeger, it's her fifth year in the Nittany Lions. And like you said, she's already doing a great job of taking advantage of the portal and all the new opportunities that come in with that. Was there anything else that you wanted to touch on or talk about before we get going here?
No, I mean we hit a lot of it in this episode. Good to take a deep dive into some of these players in the NIL era. Obviously, love to talk about that, and it'll be exciting to see how these transfers work out and see where this Penn State Lady Lions program is headed in the future.
Yeah, and it's not over yet, so there'll definitely be new things going on, and the team will continue to shape together as we talk about. So thank you guys, thank you everyone for watching this episode of the In the Portal podcast, and until next time.